Hello friends. Now I would like to show you exactly how you can carefully fill out an Excel template in order to calculate the materials you need. Okay, so right now we are on the InnoGeorgia website, which is the main place to access their services and information. For the activation, we need to go here to the Home Account section where you can manage your personal details and settings. By going to the Home Account, we can see step by step how the activation process works and make sure we understand each part before moving forward. The goal is Anatoly. Then we go to the dashboard and to the order and trainings. Then we have a window pop up, and in this window, there is an Excel template as well as a material catalog available for us to use. So we open this window, and here we have a link that leads to the template. Here's the link, and we click on the link, and then we open the template. This allows us to access the template and begin working with it as needed. So we get this kind of template, and here it clearly shows how to fill out this template and exactly where to write each piece of information. This helps ensure that you know what details go in each section, making the process of completing the template more straightforward and organized. If you are doing the project manually, by hand, and not using a design program, then of course you won't be able to drill the parts on a CNC machine. This needs to be removed. This is the code for the CNC machine for each part, which is provided by the design program. You don't have this. You fill it out manually, so you need this. This is removed here. It is targeted. It is done. Barcode here. But here too, as you can see, nothing is written. And what do we have here? So we have a part here. Let's say we have some kind of box. To be continued, it has a left side panel, a right one, a bottom, a top, diaphragms, shelves, and so on. But when you do all this manually, when you are creating sketches and drawings by hand, you can of course number your parts and write that numbering here. For example, like this, as is done for the left side panel. Let's say the first one. The first one means if you have 2 boxes or 3 boxes, yes, you number them like this. This means the first base of the first box. Then you can write 2 bases for the second box, 3 bases for the third box, and so on. Well, let's write it like this here. Look, if we have, say, 2 boxes, yes, the first and the second, let's number them. The white box. This is the first and the second. This is the second box. So let's write it down. The first and the left side panel. Yes, now I'll switch to the spoon and write it down. Side panel. Left side panel. So the first box, then the left side panel as well for the second box. I'm copying this so I don't have to write a lot. I'll write here TVA as well. This means that this section, which is located on the left side panel, is for the first box, and that means the side panel on the left is for that first box. Is left for the second box. Sorry, I didn't. Left here as well. That is correct. Just like before, make sure to focus on the left side here too. Yes, that's absolutely right. Then you can write bottom. The bottom of the first box, the bottom of the second box, and so on. Well, I think you get it. I'm just quoting this now. I think you understand how to fill this out, and you know that this is a part for the second box, and this is also a part for the second box because all of this, these labels go on the sticker. When the panel saw operator cuts the panel, the printer prints a sticker, and on the sticker, all this information is here, and you can determine what kind of parts these are. Here you write the length, here you write the width, let's say like this. Left side panel 950, length, width 650, yes, like that. It will be the same. For example, here it won't be for the second box, not 900, but 850, let's say, 850, and here 650, like this. And the bottom is the same. Let's say here we'll also write it like this, so there won't be any confusion or anything like that. Well, I think everything is clear and understandable for you here. You see, this is for one part each. Here it goes. If you have two drawers, two for each, then you write two parts. So you write how many parts you have here. For one drawer, of course, the left side panel will be one, and the bottom will be one, and so on. How should the edges be finished? Well, I think if you write one here, it means a 1 millimeter edge banding, and here also one, that's the front part, the first part of the front detail. I will edge it with a 1 millimeter strip here and here with 4 millimeters. But that means it's not a 4 millimeter strip, but 0.4 millimeters. Now I copy it like this. Then I select this and paste it. And you see, I wrote it. You can fill this out quickly if you know what you need. So what is this? This is the thickness of the panel from which these parts are made. Here's the brand. It's Egger, if I use Egger. Here are the material codes, and here's the panel format. It automatically calculates the panels for all the parts. Here's the distributor, and here are the codes for the edging you will use to finish the parts. Here are the thicknesses, how many there are, and from which side to apply the edging. Here in this section it says that edge 2 corresponds to edge 2, edge 1 to edge 1, and so on for the rest of the edges as well. I think that everything is quite clear and understandable here. But how can you actually search for specific parts? For example, let's go into Egger. And I want to select W100 for the frame. Choose W100. How can I search for this? So that there is a lot of material here, so I don't have to search here and struggle. I press Control on the keyboard, Control F. This window pops up, and here I type W. I'll do this in English, WT. Egger has such a material, and that's how I select it. And you see right away, the program finds the material. Then I highlight this like that. Then on the keyboard, copy the whole thing, and we go to the template. And I paste this here. I say paste, and as you can see, it goes right here. Yes, and I need all the W1000 materials, so I just paste them all like this, and now I have all the W1000 materials. If I need a different material, I search for it the same way if I know the code. Why do I do this? Because if I type it manually, I might type something wrong or do something incorrectly. When you go to the website for optimization, even a single error or oversight will cause the program to tell you that there's an error somewhere. And you have to fix it. And so to avoid wasting a lot of time, you need to do it this way. That's my advice. And then we go back into Egger again, search again, and click again and again. And here are other materials that we have on the W1000. We should have here. Well, look, this is here. The edge banding. Look, I'm copying this one too. I carefully copy it, go over here and write it right here. Right now where I have the front part. Here are all the edge bands, then paste. And for the rest, I need 0.4. Here, this is the material that this effect definitely has. From the company, for example, from Egger, the local distributor. All right, let's go back here again. I click here again, and as you can see, here are 2, and here, but 4 is also available, right? So I copy this one again, go here, and then carefully fill everything in, making sure that all the necessary details are entered correctly. I think it's very simple to do. You won't have to struggle much when it comes to choosing the right codes because the process is designed to be straightforward and easy to understand. Entering these materials correctly should not be difficult either, as the instructions are clear and will guide you through each step. Here, into this template. And that's it, you're completely finished, for example. And your template is ready to be sent to the company that handles the service. Basically, everything is error-free here. Everything is done and you can do it. And then you receive other documents, and in the next videos, you will see how the program calculates optimization, prices, production time, and so on for you. Okay, I'll end this video here and say goodbye to you.